You know, after I decided to permanently put Andrew Tate off my roasting radar, it hit me. I haven't touched on a sex semi to the ER clip in a while.
After the couple's conjugal visit, his thing wouldn't go down.
Oh, joy. The last clip from this show that I talked about had a guy with persistent pecker problems. So it only makes sense that when I come back years later, of course, the first clip I find
is of a guy with persistent pecker problems.
So, wife had us bring him in.
His Dow Jones is up, and it has not gone down yet.
Wait, did you take too much Viagra like the last guy?
Conjugal visits are still actually a thing?
A minimum? Yeah, we do them.
Excuse me. Can my husband get some medical attention here? He's not going to lose his penis while you two are flirting.
She's a nice lady. Ew.
In some prisons, the medical facilities are more like a clinic. I'm not really sure if they sent him our way to better help him or just to get rid of the wife.
Probably a little of both.
How long have you had the erection?
A while, I guess.
We're talking about a number of hours here.
5 days.
What?
How are you not dead? I have no idea.
5-day erection may sound like a really good time, but it can actually be a very serious problem. Why did you wait so long to come in?
You don't brag about a 5-day erection in prison.
Would you rather have the blood vessels in your dick rupture because you didn't say anything?
What's the big deal? I mean, it doesn't even hurt.
The prisoner has priapism. It's an erection that goes on for longer than normal. I asked Nurse Caitlin to draw some blood tests, and if any of those come back positive, that's pretty indicative of ischemic priapism. Have you had any trauma to the area?
Come on, we're adults here, you can tell us.
Too many shower transfers with the June bugs?
And you have no pain to the area?
It's a little tender, but,
Why didn't you say something earlier?
I asked the guard to take off the shackles so we can better examine the prisoner. He can change into the gown, but then he has to be shackled immediately afterwards. As a doctor, when you've seen one erection, you think you've seen them all. This was clearly something different, and we were shocked by what we were looking at.
Dude, what if he lifted that gown up and it just started spitting at him like a Dilophosaur?
He was in his prison cell with his cellmate, trying to figure out how he could show his love for his wife before she got there for their conjugal visit.
Listen, I'm a pro.
Listen, I'm a pro. Is what they always say before they go and do the most unprofessional shit ever.
His cellmate had rigged together this device with a paperclip and a broken pen, and I'm thinking, dude, what are you doing?
Inmates are crafty.
oh, you have no idea.
Does that say Beg? Roy?
I think it says Ray. It says Reg.
He was tattooing my name on his penis.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Does it, Doc? Does it really?
It hurt too much to finish. Regina's usually the adventurous one. I wanted to wow her.
I think the fact that you're not walking around holding some other inmate's pockets would wow her enough.
Him and his wife are very much in love, and while he's been in prison, they haven't had the opportunity to spend that much time together. He wanted to keep the spark alive. Listen, hey guys, I hate to break this up.
Yeah, I get it, you two are in love, but now is probably not the best time to play with fire, you know what I'm saying?
But it's important we run some tests, and I call a urologist so we can figure out what's going on. We don't want any permanent damage.
Be more specific about permanent damage.
Well, let me put it to you this way. You might have to get yourself a vibrator.
Or Jody.
Worst case scenario, his penis could die.
What?
Tattoos are permanent, and so might be the damage to his penis.
So it probably would have been a better idea to just tattoo it in the space above his dong.
The urologist arrives, double checks the test results, wants to do further tests to determine the appropriate diagnosis and the right treatment for the patient.
I'm gonna draw some blood for further testing.
The nurse already did that.
Oh, from his penis.
What?
We are now sure that this is non-ischemic priapism.
Too much blood is flowing into the penis, but not enough blood is flowing out. At least it's getting nutrients and oxygen, and it has a lower risk of dying. But if it isn't resolved, it will be semi-erect at all times.
Yeah, but look at the bright side. You won't have any problems with rolling out of bed ever again.
I assume this happened during the tattooing process. I'd like to run an ultrasound to see what went wrong and caused the priapism.
The urologist confirms the presence of these things called fistulas, connections in between the penis's arteries and the penis's veins, which cause damage between the penis's blood vessels.
It's incredibly dangerous to tattoo down there. Your buddy punctured your skin too deeply.
Please, don't say puncture.
The patient's incredibly lucky that the fistulas didn't interfere with his urethra and cause any urinary issues.
Without surgery to implant a shunt to drain the blood, this could persist indefinitely.
With surgery, he runs the risk of having permanent erectile dysfunction.
Oh, no surgery if there's a remote possibility that he's not going to be up for it.
Then get a prescription for Viagra.
Him and his wife elect not to do it.
This way you'll be ready when I come visit, and you can finish your tattoo.
I'm gonna wait till I get out and have a pro do it.
You should have waited until you got out to have a pro do it in the first fucking place. And, by the way, if you're ever gonna tattoo your wife or your girlfriend's name on your body, guys, maybe don't do it on a part of your body that's so sensitive and so critical to your masculinity, fucking.
But I'm not looking forward to doing time like this.
Don't worry, Chappie. We'll get you a baggier jumpsuit.
The jokes that are gonna start circulating once word gets out.
It may seem a strange choice to not have surgery, but erectile dysfunction is not a risk they wanted to take. Once the tattoo heals, he won't feel any pain. He'll just always be semi-erect, which will be a little awkward in prison, and also once he's out.
And at least when you finally kick the bucket, they'll have a handle they can carry you out of the building with.